Good evening, my queen bosses and my king bosses out there in the world, wherever you are. I have been busy for the last couple of weeks, so I have not done a podcast. So excuse me for my absentness. It's all in good tension. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to listen to the number one women's empowerment or just people empowerment podcast in the nation. And as always, I have to give you all a round of applause for taking time out of your day to listen to me. Yes. Thank you. It was very important for me to make sure that I committed to doing this podcast tonight and going live tonight on October 1st, 2019. This is the first day of the last quarter of 2019. Woohoo! 90 days left. In 2019, 90 days and counting. And technically, by default, we're actually already in 2020. And you know why I say that? Because as soon as October 1st rolls around, or the month of October in general, and sometimes a little bit before October even has the chance to settle in and get here, you're already seeing in the store Halloween decorations, Thanksgiving decorations, Christmas decorations. I think that stores actually start putting these decorations out the end of September. So you've probably already seen decorations for the holidays in the store. And after the holidays, that's basically it, right? We're rolling over into the new year. So technically, we're in October. It's already Halloween. And then it's already Thanksgiving. And Christmas is like, hey. And then it's like January 1st, 2020. I am so excited to be ending this year in the fourth quarter in such a time as this. I am excited for several reasons. The first reason is because I have never analyzed the fourth quarter of any year like I have analyzed and studied the fourth quarter of 2019. And I have done this for several reasons. One, 2020 just is 2020. Like, I am laser focused. I have tunnel vision. I am clear on my goals, my action steps. I have been intentional with my words and my actions. I have rediscovered who I am, where I'm going, what my purpose is, and why I'm doing it. I had a situation that happened a few days ago. You know what? Before I even get into the story, I have to give you some knowledge. And you know, I always start the show with definitions. So it's the fourth quarter of the year. And just like in football, it's the fourth quarter. And we might have played around the first quarter, the second quarter, and the third quarter. But at the fourth quarter, you want to win. If you know anything about sports, if you watch football, you know that the fourth quarter is the most important. This is when the team collaborates effectively to make sure that they take home the W, because you don't want to take that L, right? So you're going to go extra hard. You're going to work even better. You're going to be more proficient with what you're doing. And you're going to give it your all. You're going to be intentional with your plays and your passes and your communication. You're going to make sure the opposition has no idea what you're doing. So in the fourth quarter, you're either going to touchdown, score, or you're going to fumble the ball and let the opposing team get the ball and catch the play and make the play and win and take all of that from you that you did in the first and the second quarter to get you to the fourth quarter. So I want to give you two definitions. The first definition that I want to give you is fumble. And basically we know what that is kind of because we just talked about it. So to make handle clumsily or inefficiently. And the second definition that I want to talk about is evolve. So as you grow in different stages of your life and you mature and you elevate, you also want to evolve. You want to evolve into a new version of yourself, the best version of yourself. There's a quote that I see often on social media that every different level requires a different version of you. The only way that you are going to become a different version of yourself is to evolve. And what does evolve mean? To develop gradually, to come forth gradually into being, develop, undergo, to gradually change one's opinion or beliefs. So that's what evolve means, right? So you are actually developing gradually. You're coming forth gradually into being. You're developing. You're undergoing an evolution. You're becoming a better version of yourself. Everything that you've done in the past, in 2018, in 2017, in January of 2019, all of that doesn't matter when you're walking into 2020 because you have 2020 vision. You're focused on what you're doing. You're focused on where you're going. You're focused on the long-term goal, the bigger picture. So you've evolved into this new person that has clear goals and has taken the time to dedicate yourself to that vision, and you're not letting up. If you do not evolve in life, you stay the same. And if you stay the same, you're not growing and you're just stuck and you're complacent. And why would you do that? That's like a baby staying at a toddler age, just crawling forever, never learning how to walk, never learning how to talk, never learning how to tie their shoes, hold their bottle, or use the bathroom. So because you get older in life and become an adult and become married and have kids and start a family and get into your career, become an entrepreneur, travel the world, whatever it is that you do in your life, that doesn't mean that you stop growing, that you stop learning, that you stop evolving, that you stop doing anything. You have to continue to grow, right? Because you don't want to just not be like at a baby stage and be like 5 years old and still crawling when at 5 years old you should be walking. So why is it that when you're in your 20s and your 30s, you stay stuck in that mind frame? You stay stuck as that person you are. You do not grow or evolve any further than that person. You become complacent with what you're doing in life and who you are. You stop reading. You stop growing. You stop taking time out for yourself. You don't say affirmations. You don't become intentional. You just go about life as it is, and you don't self-reflect and reevaluate yourself and your actions and your thoughts. You don't revisit your goals. And that's important. So back to my story that I was starting to tell you. So for the past month or two, I would say, about 2 months, I have been very, very intentional about my words, my actions, my thoughts. I have been meditating. I've been saying affirmations. I actually did a detox. Many of you may not know, but I am a plant-based vegan person. I live that lifestyle, and I actually wrote a cookbook, 35 Days, 35 Ways to the Vegan Lifestyle. But sometimes life gets in the way, and you slip and you don't stay committed, right? So although I am a vegan, there have been situations that have occurred in my life that have caused me to not eat vegan. For example, I have cravings, and maybe I'm out running errands and I'm super hungry. So I personally am not going to starve for myself and pass out or get a hungry headache. If you've ever had a hungry headache or you don't know what that is a headache that you get when you do not eat for hours at a time and your head starts to hurt either on one side, the left or the right, or both equally near your temple area, and it throbs, and it's excruciating migraine that does not go away even when you eat. And I never want to go through that ever. So I will indulge and I'll eat more than, it's usually always like Chick-fil-A most of the time. When I eat, I just feel like, if you're going to eat bad, just, do it up, right? Anyways, the point of that is I want to be better. I want to be more intentional. I want to stay committed, and I want to be grounded, and I want to have structure in my life. So because of the bad eating and some of the bad choices that I've made in the past, I wanted to detox and get rid of all that stuff and start over new, become a 100% real vegan, stay focused, stay committed to the cause, remember what the purpose is, remember what the intent is, remember why I started this journey, remember why it's important to me. So I started with the detox earlier last month, which was September, because we're in October now. I did a detox. The intention was to do raw vegan for the majority of September. After I did the detox, I lost 11 or 12 pounds in 7 days. And the reason why I say 11 or 12 is because I got on my scale at one point and it said one number, and then seconds after I got back on and it was a different number, and that number changed to 12 pounds instead of 11. So somewhere between 11 or 12 pounds within 7 days, I lost weight. I didn't transition fully right back to like whole foods after the detox, because when you do any type of detox from food and you change your eating, you have to make sure that you gradually work your way back to whole foods or whatever foods it was that you were eating before, if you decide that that is the food that you want to continue to eat. And I didn't want to do anything to mess up my stomach. And I didn't want to lose any more weight either, because I am not the biggest person in the world. And I would have just been looking really sickly. And that was not one of my goals. I wanted to be healthy and still look great. So I decided to do raw vegan for the next 3 days, I believe. And then I slowly worked my way back into cooking my food, eating it hot, just so I can make sure that I maintained my weight and I didn't continue to lose weight gradually and then have to work harder again to put the weight back on. That kind of would defeat the purpose. So I like the weight that I'm at now. So anyway, in this process of detoxing, getting all this bad stuff out, all of the toxins, all of the negativity from food and just thoughts, and spending a lot of time with myself and journaling this process, writing down how I felt, what I was going through, what was on my mind, how my day went, writing my affirmations, saying them at nighttime and then the morning time. And whenever I thought of those, also listening to different meditations at night about self-affirmations, positivity, like encouraging affirmations. I will let that play all night. It's about 7 hours. And then I switched to one about abundance that I still let play, because technically the detox is 30 days, which ends on 10/8. 8 is new beginning, and numbers, if you know anything about numbers. Not sure what number 10 means, but the one definitely has significance. So I started listening to that, and I just became more aware of who I am, what I can accomplish, where I'm going, what's in store, and how people or the enemy or the devil or whatever religion you believe in, or however you title it, will attempt to sabotage you and self-destruct you if you are not aware to what is going on. There are so many different levels and realms to the world that we don't even see. We see the physical, but behind the physical, there's spiritual things going on. There's other things going on that we don't even see with the naked eye, because it's in a different realm. But once you become more conscious of who you are and get more in tune with your spiritual, your inner spirituality, I guess is what I'm trying to say, then you start to recognize like the things that go on behind the physical realm, right? So a situation occurred a couple of days ago, and I'm not going to go into much detail about it, but It just happened to be something that was family related. And I really didn't like the way the person approached the situation. It made me feel some kind of way. And this person had said some things in our previous conversation that kind of rubbed me the wrong way too. So the situation that happened kind of just was like the end point for me. Like, that's it, I'm done. I don't really have too much left to say. Like, at this point, we're grown and I'm just working on being the best version of me. And that's all I'm concerned about. And anything outside of that, it's none of my business. It has nothing to do with me. So my first instinct was to go off like I normally do, because I have a smart mouth or slick mouth, however you want to call it. And sometimes I say things without thinking, and the way that it comes out is not nice. I am not a person that uses vulgar language and even curse words. So when I say things, it's bad. Like, it's piercing without even having to cuss. That's how bad my mouth can be. I have been told by people that the things that I've said to them have really hurt their feelings. And I didn't cuss them out at all. I just basically said some things in some ways that will make you feel really, really small. And I wanted to go back to that person. I literally wanted to pick up the phone and just go off and let them have it. But I didn't. Round of applause for me. Yes. Round of applause, because I'm proud, because I'm growing and I know this. I'm also proud because I understood what was happening, and I understand that I've been affirming a lot of things, a lot of big things, like a lot of goals that actually have me like, girl, are you crazy? How are you going to accomplish this? Like, you've never accomplished that before. How do you think you're going to do it now? But I'm not worried about the how. I'm putting it out there. I'm speaking it. And it's up to God to make it happen. It's up to the universe to send it. I'm ready to receive it, and the universe knows this. And when you put these things out there, whatever your goals are, whatever your affirmations are, you have to be prepared to be attacked by anybody, family, close friends, your spouse, your children, your coworkers, like anybody. It doesn't matter, because at this point, anybody can be used. But you have to be wise enough to understand the tricks. So if I would have reacted instead of responding and said what I wanted to say and gave into the situation, it would have set me back. It probably would have set me back like the full 30 days that I've been practicing on myself. But in that moment, I said to myself, Shamara, don't do it. It's not worth it. You've set these intentions. You've set these affirmations. You've been meditating. You've been doing great. You haven't let anybody bother you. Just take a deep breath, woosah, and talk to somebody about it. And I did. I talked to somebody about it. And in that moment, I realized where I was going. I realized who I was. I realized whose I was. I realized what's in store, and that it wasn't even worth my time or my energy to even get out of character at all. I have to give myself props because I actually took a life coach certification class a couple of weeks ago. So I am a certified professional life coach. And having that title means a lot, because if I am an example to people and I am coaching these people to be better, to help them overcome their objectives and their fears and self-develop, I cannot be out here acting crazy, going off on people, saying all kind of things. Like, I'm a leader and I have to lead by example, because I wouldn't hire someone as a life coach in any niche, business development, finances, relationship, health, wealth, whatever their niche is, if they're out here acting crazy. Like, you're a health coach, but you eat junk food. and you eat bad. How are you going to coach me? You have to first coach yourself. You have to self-develop and work on yourself. How are you going to be a finance coach and coach me on finances and your finances are jacked up? That doesn't work. So how am I going to be a coach and I'm out here acting crazy? Like, no, it doesn't work. That is not how it works. So I have to set the example and I have to lead by example. And you have to know when it's just time to walk away from people and let it go. Like, even if you want to help this person, if y'all been tied together for years, friends for years, dating in a relationship, marriage, not telling anybody to get divorced. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that you have to know when it's time to unfriend, unfollow, and walk away, regardless of who they are. Family, friends, co-workers, whatever. Anybody can be used, and people don't even know that they're being used because they don't understand the places that you're going and the things that you've already set forth. And when there is a blessing about to come in your life, things are going to get crazy. People are going to surprise you or show their true colors. One thing that I know is that when somebody that's close to you, be it family, quote unquote friends, when they become jealous or envious or resentful of who you are and your blessings, the blessings are going to hit entirely different. So be ready to receive the goodness that God has for you, that the universe has for you, that you have put out there. And I know that my life is changing. I know that the trajectory of my life is going in a place that I can't even fathom. And I know that I have to be very mindful of my reactions. And I have to be more aware of responding to people and not responding, because everybody doesn't deserve it. And at this point in life, whether you're family, friend, foe, hoe, doe, it doesn't matter. You can and will get cut off. Like, I have so much to do, so many people to reach, and so many places to go that I cannot afford to let anyone distract what is going to happen. It is bigger than me. It's way more than I can even see right now. It is definitely faith. It is faith without a doubt. I've set these intentions. I've said my affirmations, and that's it. I'm done with it. I don't worry about how it's going to get done, where it's going to come from. I do the best that I can to make sure that I'm in position for these affirmations to manifest, and I let God do the rest. And with that being said, and I'm going to close this out because I've been speaking for almost 25 minutes, but it's been a while since we've talked. So I hope that you're enjoying this conversation, and I hope that it helps you. And make sure that you like the podcast. Make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you share. Make sure that you tell your friends to tell a friend to tell a friend. Sharing is caring. But back to my affirmations and my intentions. So I also started a manifestation journal in August. And one of the things that I wrote in my manifestation journal on August the 19th was about me receiving my life coach certification. And I drew a picture of me and another person swapping hands, giving me the certificate, me accepting it. And below that is a picture of the actual life certification. Now, at this time, I didn't know how this life certification was going to manifest, how it was going to happen, where it was going to come from, who was going to do it. All of the life coaching certification classes that I had researched were at least $900 or more, aside from one that I seen on Facebook ad for like $25, and I just wasn't feeling that. $25 is concerning to me, so I wasn't even going to do it. So I don't even know what it was about, but I didn't look into it because the price just was, sketchy sounding. But I didn't know that In a couple of weeks, I would be scrolling down Facebook and I would see someone offering a class for $300, the lowest that I've seen in all these years that I've been considering getting my life coaching class. And this person that appeared on my timeline, Coach Toy Addington, shout out to Coach Toy Addington for hosting the last life coaching class of 2019 through her certified life coaching school, I Can't Coaching. We don't have any friends in common. I've never seen this lady before on my timeline at all. And when she popped up, I was like, okay, God, like, you're really not playing with me. Like, this is the sign, like, because I've never seen this before. Like, this is so crazy. And I contemplated it at first just because it was like, wait a minute. I don't know. Is this real? Is this legit? And then totally is real, totally certified. But that's how fast God works. That's how fast God moves when you are obedient and you are intentional and you are faithful and you are committed to your purpose and your destiny and you stay focused on the bigger picture and you don't let distractions throw you off. Point blank, period. So I seen her again on my timeline and I'm like, okay, I'm going to just go ahead and friend her and let me do some research and find out what is really going on with this life coach certification class because, this is crazy. Long story short, I attended the class a couple of weeks later, which was on September, the third weekend in September, I believe. I don't remember what the dates are. And I got my life coach certification certificate in the mail a couple of days ago or like last week, and the certified date on there is 9/22. So again, double twos. The 9 is double threes. And 2019, 9s again, double threes. All of those numbers mean significant things. So I know that me completing that is just the start of the blessings that are going to follow through being obedient, through staying true to that, through manifesting what I wanted, through having clarity, right? Being clear on my intentions, being grateful, being appreciative, feeling the emotions that I already had it, that it was already in my hand when I wrote it, that I already knew that it was going to come to pass, that I already knew that it was going to work out. And I wasn't even thinking about how it was going to work out, how much it was going to cost, when it was going to happen. I just knew that when I wrote that in my journal on August the 19th, that it was going to happen and that great things were going to come from it. And it did. And I'm so excited about the future. So my life coach certification is specializing in partly health, but and wellness and lifestyle. That is my niche. I am a certified professional lifestyle and wellness coach, and I specialize in CBD and vegan and plant-based meals. I help people learn how to prepare delicious, easy, simple, vegan, plant-based meals and how to use CBD products to mitigate health issues and lose weight. I provide meal plans, wellness tips, and effective lifestyle changes. And we're going to talk more about the CBD industry next week because CBD, if you do not know what CBD is, if you have not heard of CBD, trust me, you're going to hear about it. Do your research. Please, please, please don't take my word for it. Do your research. Reading is fundamental. Comprehension is key. Don't just take my word for it or anybody else's word for it. Research the benefits of CBD. Research the things that it can do. It mitigates so many things. Like, it's so ridiculous that it's just really now coming to mainstream, like becoming a big thing. It is projected to be a $40 billion industry by 2024. And that is less than 4 years because we're basically already in 2020. So, and I want a piece of that pie. And it's not even about the money. It's the fact that CBD is helping so many people. The CBD detox that I did literally detox me, clean me out, like help me lose weight, help with anxiety and insomnia. And it's just amazing. Like, I just can't stop telling the people. I've been telling everybody that I know who does not know about CBD. I've been posting it on my timeline, on my social media. If you do not follow me, please follow me on Instagram at Shamara L, SHAMARAELLE. I also have a vegan page for all of my decadent, delicious vegan meals that I prepare. Vegan is the new green one. And then make sure you also follow Queen Boss Network on Instagram. I am going to let you all go. I've been talking for about 30 minutes now, and I do not want you to get bored of this episode and tune out on me. So I will be back next week to talk about CBD and some other great things that are happening. So again, make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and leave me a comment. Thank you again for tuning in. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Giving you a real round of applause tonight. I will be back next week with another great topic.